Welcome, everyone. I have the pleasure of welcoming you to the Freedom Festival. We may still have a few more people joining us. And I'm Dr. Raquel Holmes. I'm the owner of Improv Science, and I am the lead Freedomista of the Freedom Festival. The Freedomistas are the organizers, the builders of the festival throughout the year, asking the question, what does freedom and independence mean, look like, feel like, taste like to us? How do we create with it? So I'm glad you're here. Welcome to those who have been here before. And for those who are new, I'm going to give us a little introduction. So the Freedom Festival was started in 2023. This is our third year, and it was created in response to the desire to create celebration, conversation, and exploration of what freedom means, particularly in relation to the ending of slavery in the US and the ending, and it's not just in the US, but the ending of slavery wherever we can, to Independence Day. And so for the US, Juneteenth, June 19th, is the mark of the end of chattel slavery in the US. And then Independence Day, the 4th of July. The federal holiday, the holiday had been celebrated since 1865, but became a federal holiday in 2021. And Opal Lee, who championed that, said, let's celebrate for those 16 days from Juneteenth to July 4th and create and explore what it means to us. So we're so glad you're here. Ordinary people create events like this online or in person, and invite their friends and colleagues and the public to explore together, to create with joy. What does this mean? What does freedom mean? What does independence mean? So we're particularly excited. I'm particularly excited that you're here for this event, this International Conversation Cafe building Community with Differences, which has been organized by Gwen Lowenheim and Pace and their group, which they'll say more of. I hope you'll take a moment to look at the Freedom Festival website. I put the link in the chat because there are 22 events. Most of them are free. 20 of them, 20 of the 22 are free, and they're online as well. So please check them out, join, be enjoy people coming together, and in this moment, enjoy this session with Gwen and our host. Gwen, over to you.
Raquel, I have a question.
Please.
Could you tell people just a couple of the names of the very interesting science events
Oh,
you have?
thank
Because I
you.
think on
Yes, I
quantum
can.
physics and
Okay. So we have Hakeem Olueshi, who is a Black astrophysicist. He leads the um, society, the Astronomical Society. So the Society of Astronomers is in conversation on July 2nd in the same kind of format with me. So please come to that. It's a unique opportunity. Then also we have Freely Exploring Quantum Physics with Carolyn Silfen, who is again a cosmologist. And we have what is it? Not Man Against Machine. That's the song kind of thing, but Freedom from the Machine, but it's looking at what is AI with Dr. Loretta Cheeks and Nick Gross, both who are trained in computation and AI.
Mhm.
So that again is this exploration in science. We have one on anime and determinism, and also so those are the science ones, and I'll keep going. If there's something you like or
Yeah.
something here at the festival, because someone else likes it too, and they said, let's talk. So please check out the sessions. RSVP will remind you, and we're happy to have you. So thank you, Gwen.
Thank you. Thank you, Raquel. Okay, so here we go. Let's introduce ourselves. Um, so I'm going to introduce myself and then Madhur, wave your hands. Okay, Madhur and Rasika, can you wave your hand? Okay, oh good, look at us on the top. For me, we're on the top. We're the three co-leaders of this workshop, and we are the co-designers of it as well. And hi, Nicole, just came, also from Pace. And Evelyn. Yay. I've been trying to get Emmeline to do stuff with the conversation group, so now you can. Okay, so yeah, so I'm Gwen Lowenheim, and I coordinate Pace University's International Conversation Group program, as well as the students' facilitator training program. So Rasika, Madura, Dylan, who's here, you want to wave? Dylan has been, and Moses has done the facilitator training program for the conversation groups. It's so cool. And a program that just keeps us building community and building leadership, people's capacity for leadership. And I'm also on the faculty of the Eastside Institute, which is an international research and training program for new approaches to growth and development. I'm going to be saying some more about that later. And I'm a grassroots organizer, have been since I was a teenager, meaning like I'm always like trying to build things in the community and see what we can create together. And work with social entrepreneurs around the world who are bringing creativity and innovation into classrooms, organizations, community-based programs, and also new pathways to social change. Okay, so that's me, and my link should be in there. If not, maybe somebody can do it for me because, oh, maybe it is working now. My chat's working. There you go. Okay, Madhura?
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Madhura Motare. I'm from India and I'm currently MBA in Business Analytics at Pace University here in New York. Uh, Back home, I have always loved storytelling, community work. I have worked on cultural initiatives, led writing teams, and been part of a volunteer programs that focus on mental health, education, and social work and women empowerment. Um, when I first came to New York, everything felt very fast and familiar. But then I found an international conversation group, and suddenly I was surrounded by people who didn't just speak but listen. And that means a lot for all of us. This group gave me space to understand people from all kinds of backgrounds. It helped me learn how to listen better, how to hold space without judgment, and how to build real connections across culture and language differences. And one thing I really focused on during my time here was creating movement that make people pause and connect with something personal, but in a gentle and welcoming way. I have always believed that even though we come from a different places, stories, and conversation, but the conversation can bring us closer. Of course, if we let them. And that's what today's cafe is all about, slowing down, sharing, and being human together. And I'm really happy to co-lead with all of you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhura. So, hello everyone. My name is Rasika. I am also from Pune, India, and I'm holding a 6+ years of professional experience. But now I'm pursuing my master's from Pace University, New York. Along with that, I'm also pursuing my CPA. I'm Spring 25 student, but currently I'm in India in my summer break. So regarding this conversation cafe, I would like to say how I came and become a part of this. Like my journey start with the Pace University with one conversation cafe session, and after that, my movement led into the become a trained facilitator, and now I'm a part of an international conversation cafe group. So I am someone who believes in quiet power of conversation to bring people together. And to me, these conversation groups are more than meetings. So when I think of me who I am today, so I am someone who shaped by every person I have spoken with in every session, and every connections I have learned so many from my journey, and that I'm carry with me. So I have learned that connection doesn't depends on perfect words, but it comes from listening, curiosity, and it's showing across the time zones. So that's what I'm interested to being a continual part of the sessions.
Hmm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. I think we should have put crying on the schedule because I'm like, need a moment. It's beautiful. And I feel everything you're saying of my
Yeah.
experience too. Okay, so now I'll tell you a little bit about what we're going to do today. And feel free, anybody at any point, if you have any questions or want to say something, please do. All right, so it really is from the success of the international conversation groups at PACE that the Conversation Cafe has grown. This is our first one, and this is our experiment. So our first one is sharing the platform with the Freedom Festival. So thank you. So we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn together, in doing it. So the key thing about the conversation groups is what Madhur and Rasika were saying. It's about building community with difference. It's what we do. And it's where curiosity, connection, and community takes center stage. So all of us are working to create that community. And what's very exciting about that is that all of us can. But we don't always get related to, like we have the capacity to create environments in which we can build something new together. And then what happens? We do that because everybody is related to as that we're building this community together. And then we do. And it was hitting me when I was thinking about talking with you all today about, it's also what I do as a teacher. I think I only want to be teaching in an environment where we can hear each other and build with what each other has to give. And so it's sort of it's a through line for me because then something sparks, something grows. And I think in the world today, it's really important for us to be able to create something new. Okay. Rather than interpret or just look at something in a different way, but actually to create something new. So in this today's Conversation Cafe, just want to say hi to Rachel, which just came. That in this Conversation Cafe, you are going to play with, and for some of you maybe be introduced to some tools of improvisation. Theatrical improvisation is such a big part and a joyous part of the conversation groups. Because if you've seen like an improv comedy show, but whenever improv is being done, even if it's jazz, even it's rock improv and, the breaks, people don't know what they're about to do or say or what the next person's going to do. And they create with that. So theatrical improvisation has like bottled that. And for years been training other people how to use it in family work, in corporate cultures, team building of all sorts. And I think it's some of the magic that we experience. So we're going to be playing a little bit with tools of improvisation. The most important one is yes and. You listen, you see, and you create with it. All right?
Yes,
Like
sure.
just think about that opportunity. Yeah, go.
Yes, but before Gwen, before we start the game, I really want to say the line you said that we have to create something new that really stuck with me. The idea that we are not just continuing something, we are actually creating something new. And I
Yeah.
think that takes courage, and I think that's what make this space so special.
Yeah. So good to hear. Great.
And
Okay, well,
ma'am, and if you want to do something, create new, and we need to know all kinds of differences that people are holding. So that way, building community is the best option to gain their knowledge and combine them with a new strategy and gain a new
wow.
product. It's going to be a wonderful. It's going to be like everything is gonna love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's gonna love it. That's what I'm saying.
that's
Wow,
Yeah.
wonderful. It's so well
beautiful.
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that and playing with us.
It's it's our
Yeah, let me just see if there's anything
it's
else
our
you
pleasure.
said.
It's our pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to say this one thing. It's in here. that I put in the chat. There's so much going on in the world that is in our lives that's painful. And, so wherever I go, I'm like, nah, what can I give? Right? What can we do together? And so, Lois Holtzman, who's the director of the Eastside Institute, which I and a couple other people here do some creative programs in, she leads this workshop and a class called, I'm Mohammed, called Become a Developmentalist. And this was a description of part of, as part of the workshop. I want to read it out loud to you. Actually, Pavan, can people see that now? You can see it. Okay, great.
Yes.
So behind the dire headlines, behind the dire headlines, the terrible things that are going on, there are people across the world at the grassroots, in the academy, like the university, even within some large corporations, who are creating qualitatively new forms of life and social change. So we need to always be looking and allow for people to see us. How are we connecting? And more people are connecting to see this. So thank you everybody who's been part of building the conversation groups to get us here. Okay, so let's get to know each other a little bit more in some other ways. For those of you who are on camera are off camera but can come on, just for this moment, it will be great. And Mohammed is at work, so it's so nice you're there, and you'll do whatever you can do while you're there. All right, so this is called a name and gesture game, right? Some of you have played this before. What you're going to do is say your name, how you do a gesture, and name your emotion of how you're feeling right now. Okay, and then we all repeat it. Okay, so I'll do mine, maybe me, then Madhur, then Rasika can do it. Okay, and then we'll just go in order. I think it's going to be easiest if I just call the next person. Okay, all right. So this is mine. Gwen, so full.
Nice.
Okay,
It's look like heart.
Everyone please unmute themselves so we can hear.
yeah, unmute and then say the same thing I said and do my gesture. Okay, you say my name too. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Okay,
And
so Gwen, so full. Nice. Okay, Madhura.
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 Oh, wow. I have one tiny one. Rasika.
Rasika.
Rasika. Ooh.
Perfect fan.
Okay.
Yes.
Raquel.
Raquel. Excited.
Raquel. Dylan.
So this one would be about pointing your bindi point. This one.
Okay.
So I'm saying Dylan. And press it
Dylan.
with a very good
Dylan.
pressure. Yes.
Yes.
Dylan.
Thoughtful.
Jen.
Jen.
And also you're going to tell us how to pronounce your name, please.
Anya.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah. Nitin.
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 Nicole.
Nicole.
Emmeline.
Emmeline.
Emmeline. Rachel, unmute yourself.
I couldn't find myself. Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Rachel. Mohammed, if you can't come on camera, can you say your name and tell us your emotion? You have to unmute if you do. Okay, we'll come back to you. Ken, all right, Ken wants to go. Oh, hey, what?
Yeah.
Ken. Unmute yourself, Ken.
It's that joy of the mobile between the camera and
Yeah.
Is that it?
yeah, maybe
Ken, you want
combine
to
the
try again?
or the gesture.
Okay, we got that. Okay. But are we supposed to call you Ken? Is that your name you want to go by? Nitin, is that right?
Yeah, so his name is Sai Kumar, but he prefers to go by the name Ken.
Okay, so it's
Maybe
Ken.
two.
Okay. Vansh, can you come off mute and give us your name and tell us how you're feeling right now? Okay, anybody who wants to come do it later can. Okay, and Cindy, how about you? Adjust your name and a gesture of how you feel right now. All right, we'll make it up. Cindy. I know her, so I can do that. Cindy. Okay, beautiful. All right, just a very quick question. Rasika and Madura know we're not going to get into this a lot right now, but just how was it to do that? If anybody could share, what was it like to do that?
Joyful.
Mhm.
Fun.
Mhm.
Feeling lighter in a heavy time.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. For me, seeing a lot of beauty. Okay, good.
Ice breaking.
Yeah. Who said that? Sorry. Yeah,
Me.
Anya. Thank you. Okay, so could somebody in like Rasika or Madura like keep a look at our time and see if I'm running behind? I actually am not. I'm running exactly on time. Unbelievable. Okay, so this is the last part that I'm going to be leading us in, but I want to get a little practice of doing yes and, okay? Because we're saying how key it is to creating with what we've got. And you can kind of build those muscles. So you're really looking for what you can create with. And those of you, and I know some are artists here, it's very similar. What do you have to work with to create some art? What do you have to work with to create conversation? So Madura and Rasika are going to help me do this. We are going to tell a story, a collective story here. Only 3 words at a time. Okay. Now, the secret to telling a story together when you only could say 3 words is really what we're working on, is building the sentences that create the story. So you got to hear what comes before, what you can add. And you don't have to be too creative, but you can add more people or things that happen. But your sentence, that most helpful sentence might be, and then they. Right? Because that's what's going to help us build the collective story at the moment. All right. So I'm going to start, and I don't know what I'm going to say, so I'll start. And then we're really listening to anything we heard before. For instance, if a dog came into it at some point, you can maybe bring the dog back. If the dog has a name, you can use the dog, so you're just listening for what comes before. All right, so the first three words are sorry. Interesting timing. The ocean was
Very calm that.
And the ship.
period. Let's look for when oh no, on the ship we cannot say a period. Let's keep going. Raquel.
Floated along calmly.
Ooh. I
Very
hear the
good.
end of a sentence. Yeah, that was great. Dylan, everybody come off mute so you're like ready.
And I
Dylan, you
think
can
we're
start
in
a new
order.
sentence. You can.
I think
Yeah?
we're- yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay, you're next, Dylan.
Carrying dead bodies.
Carrying what?
Dead bodies.
That
Wow.
started to
dance and have
a party on board.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that a
Yeah.
period? So, what am I supposed to do next?
Now you start the next sentence. What they're partying on board right now, the dead bodies. So now
End of
what?
story.
3 words.
People from shore
saw the bodies
Emily?
It's 3 words.
Wait. What did Nin say?
I said people from shore, and Nicole said
saw
the
the
bodies.
bodies.
Dancing on board.
Period.
They all looked
Ken,
Ken, are you
next.
there? Everybody's calling you, Ken. We cannot hear you.
You have to find your unmute.
Oh, here, ask to unmute. Here.
or put it in the
You
chat.
hear me now? You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay then. When the blue whales sing.
Okay, so Rex,
Oh,
I shall
what?
say yours again because I forgot. Hold on.
Maybe the wind. What's she saying? That
they all looked.
on the bodies.
They
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
They all looked.
They all looked.
They all look to the singing whale.
Only 3 words.
Oh
No,
boy.
it's okay. We'll take his singing whale.
Okay.
Thank you, Razika. Okay, I'm going to assume the people who couldn't speak before can't. If someone wants to speak, tell us.
Cindy wrote in the
All right.
chat.
Or
No,
put it in the
What?
chat.
Cindy had written in the chat before, so I don't know if she wants to
Oh.
add 3 words in the chat.
Do you want to put it in the chat, Cindy? We now have this whale that everybody's
See.
looking at.
They looked to the singing whale.
Okay, that might be the end of our story.
Oh, and she
Oh,
swam.
And she swam. The whale swam. So people from shore are looking at the whale and they're looking at the dancing dead bodies. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we just created a story. Okay, so we're gonna find out more about how you experience that as we go. Okay. So now we've got Medora. You're gonna take us to the next activity.
Yes, we are going to be in a breakout rooms, but before that, I want to share a quote that holds a lot of truth in just a few words, something that speaks deeply to the heart of why we are here. I will just put that quote in a chat box first, then I'll share. Okay. Yes. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we may have all come from different shapes, but we are in the same boat now. Just take a moment to sit with that. Um, to me, this quote is a quite reminder that even though each of us come from a different place, different culture, different stories, different paths, but here and now, we all are sharing the same moment, the same challenges, the same world, and the same
Yeah,
boat. And
yeah,
and in this shared place, we have a choice. Like we can turn away or we can turn towards each other. We can judge or we can understand. We can isolate or we can connect. So as we go into our breakout rooms, I would love for you to reflect and share on like what does this quote mean to you? Does it remind you of any moment in your life? And how do you think it connects with the world we are living in right now? There is no right or wrong answer. Share from your
yeah.
heart or simply listen. That feels right. So let's go into the breakout room now. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. I know this conversation आज make take trust, but I really appreciate all of you for showing up, for sharing, and even for just listening. In my breakout room, the conversation was very deep about humanity, about who is the architecture of this board. So everything felt so connected, so reflected. I really love it, like how it feels to meet people from different countries and still find common ground, and others shared memories of moments where they felt supported or even when they didn't expect it. It made me think the boat we are in isn't perfect. The water get rough, but the fact that we are in this together makes all the
Mm.
difference. Um, yeah, so this phase, this conversation is the part of that boat, and I hope we carry a bit of this feeling forward, and even when we step outside the cafe. And thank you so much for being part of this little activity.
Thank you, Medora.
Yes.
So like we have some of the stuff to put in the chat, right? If people can start. Vanch, you could put yours, but I copied his. So I copied theirs, right? Because I haven't met Vanch. So if people can put their what they wrote in their chat.
I think we spoke mostly.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to share that? What people said? We'll capture it actually in the recording, and if we want to get it written.
What did the joy of being in a classroom with people from many different places and being able to learn from other voices and experiences and having that experience of relating to what each person was saying, even knowing that we weren't from the same place, and that even when we speak the same language, we don't necessarily understand what each other is saying or what we ourselves are saying.
Who said that?
The group.
That's
That was
cool.
a
So you
fantastic
just
summary.
did it. Great. Wow. Yeah, that's great. And it's you talked about teaching, so that's such a good example of listening to what everybody says and creating something with it.
Yes, and I really love what Dylan said in the chat that sailing in the same boat uh, means to me like finding same priority as our loved ones, which has journey of doing so makes living life beautiful. That really, I really love what Dylan said, and that hit deep because when our hearts start roving in the same direction as someone else, life doesn't feel just easier. It feels more meaningful, more alive, and I think that's such a beautiful way to look at connection.
Hmm.
I love
Yeah.
hearing words that are not mine, but this feels so resonant, so heartfelt. So I love the words that people are saying. Again, they're not my words, but they feel like my words in somebody else's voice.
Maybe they are your words.
Just at the very end, before we came back into the full room, Sarah started to say that something about all of us having different roles in the boat. And I wish we had had more time to get into that because I thought that was a really interesting perspective as well, right? So not just the coming together, but now that we're here, what's our reason for being here? What do we do with it, right? So I thought that was
Did
great.
you start creating roles, or you were just imagining that?
Yeah, no, literally, she said we could all have different roles in the boat, and then we got sent back to the big room. So it's like a
Yeah,
cliffhanger, like our story.
it's waiting for scene 2.
Exactly.
That's very cool. Yeah. Yeah. Others? Other thoughts?
I was very moved when Rasika, I think I might even start crying again. Just your saying, I was an international development company or whatever company, what professional life you have been living and coming as an international student and that experience. And I think I'm moved because both, in just a sentence, you gave us so much of your journey in our conversation, which I felt very touched by and want to learn to do because I think it's a way of being able to see you and have a different experience of the world, which I appreciate greatly. And I think part of my emotion is the way in the US we deny people their history. We so often won't see you other than when you walked through our door and then whatever state you're in. So it's so important to me to have that you have had this and have a professional location that you bring with you, just as the enslaved were not slaves. They
Yeah.
were doctors and architects and builders and scientists, that there's a history that existed before we came on ships to this country. So I think it's so lovely, again, how you gave who you are. And again, something I want to continue to. I was like, what would my version be? But I think it was rich, and thank you.
Well said, Raquel.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Good. We're going to have all this and we're going to share it back with you in the follow-up after the workshop, and then we'll see what we might do with them. People might take all these words and see what you might want to create with them. Okay. Thank you so much. And we can keep adding, all right? Like I didn't write mine. I'll say what mine was. Can somebody else, who read mine?
My,
Vansh,
my,
did you read mine? Ken, could you tell them what it was? I'll start, okay? But maybe people who were in there could add like the specifics. So I wrote, it just came to me as I put finger to typewriter. But who is in this boat? Look around you. Look at the people on the street. Look at the little children. Look at the grandparents. Look at the people working in the store. And then I ran out of time. But, yeah. But then I think people said stuff back off of it. You know, I think Ken did, and others just about what that's made them see. Oh, all the generations, he was saying. All the generations in the boat. Yeah, and how they play together. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Okay, Rasika. Take us away.
Raquel has already shared our group details, I mean, icebreaker details, what we discussed. So she mentioned it very perfectly, and we discussed everything like how diverse culture coming from different world, and now we are in the same boat. So it was very heart touching to listen everyone's experience.
Yeah.
Like someone is sharing their teaching experiences, or someone is saying that how coming in the same boat, usually it's how it's relate to with them. So when I started continuing these sessions and I'm listening their experiences with heart, so you started correlating their experiences with yourself, and it's very amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. Now lead us in your activity. Oh, somebody was saying something though, please.
Just wanted to add a little thing.
Please.
So in India and from old scriptures, we have this whole shloka, which is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the whole world is one family. And the second thing I wanted to mention is that there's two things, Jan Asakti and Swajan Asakti. Jan Asakti means having humanity or that empathy for others. And the second thing is Swajan Asakti, which means having empathy and connection with only your people, for the people you think they are your family. And that's where the problems start, that you think these are your people and the others are not. And that's when conflicts start beginning. So I think we should consider everyone in this world that they are our family, not only the ones you are living with. Like if I am Indian, not only India is my family, but I'm living in the world, so
Yeah.
this whole world is my family.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you. And you just gave me such an image, just the last thing you said, that the whole world is your family. And I was mainly feeling really glad about that because you have a lot to give. Yeah.
Thank you, Dylan. Well said. Everyone, I'm going to share one quote with you, and after that, we'll play a small, I mean, interesting game over here. So just send it out. Okay.
I'm going to just remind people of our timing. So we'll do this activity and then we'll talk about anything, what our experience was, share anything like that, and where we might go from here. So Rasika is taking us out. This is the activity that we're sort of building towards. She's doing now.
So as you can see, I have shared this quote like imagination is the beginning of a new creation. So there is a deep meaning behind this quote that when you are willing to imagine something, or you break your limits, or it, and when it turns into the possibilities, so anything great begin with just a simple small imagination. So I would like to share my personal example with all of you. Like I was sitting back in my home country, in my comfort zone, and I used to imagine living international life and pursuing my dreams. And now actually this is happening. I mean, it's hard to believe like I'm part of those imagination. And now I'm here in a conversation group having a meaningful conversation with all of you. So it all started with just one single imagination. So a vision that required to break my own limits to open up myself into new possibilities. That's the imagination. So basis on this, I would like to have a small interesting activity here, like idea of resolution, which I want you to think about. So when you heard this word of resolution, so it comes in your mind like New Year. Every time it happens, like in New Year, we ask each other, like, what's your New Year resolutions? So I would like to say, why to wait for 1st January to have new changes in your life? I mean, new changes can happen any time. I mean, you can have the different kinds of changes or positive changes anytime in your life. So I would like to share your resolution which you would like to start from now. I mean, that can be a communication changes, or you want to be a part of new team or new forum. So those changes which you are looking in your life, or might be you have already started your existing resolution also, you can share with us. So I would like to ask everyone to share your current resolution or existing resolution.
In the chat or in the chat.
In the
Okay,
chat
so you can
box.
think about it for a moment. And I think, tell me, Rasika, if this goes with what you're saying. The focus of the new resolution can also be creating the difference, or all the things that people were just saying before of ways you want to.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
can be you can build a new communities with differences, what you can do or what you might think to do in ways of making connections between people around you, or how to make those kind of connection anywhere. I mean, when we are around families, through them we build a connections. We have agreements or disagreements on that. So as you come from different backgrounds, so what additional changes you are looking for to inspire yourself?
Yeah. And I just started to write, I would like to, but I wonder if that's not really resolution. The resolutions have stronger words, no? That's okay. I know, like.
It said that resolutions or any manifestations you do should be in present tense, like you are already doing it. So it's a good way.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Dylan, I'm like, so I started I will build studios, and then I went from what you said, I started to change it to I build studios.
And building?
I like it.
Oops.
Well, people should keep writing when we're also at that time.
Oh, are we? Because we go till 1:30.
Oh, were we going to 1:30? Okay.
Yeah, is that okay with you, Raquel?
Oh,
Do you need?
completely. Let
Oh,
me not
great. Oh,
cut
great.
anything short. Are you
I know it
kidding?
was a
No,
strange timing,
keep
but
going.
yeah.
Thank you.
We can end earlier, but right now we can continue this. Okay, signal. Nicole, I really like yours. Did everybody put something in? Can you tell, Rasika? Should we read them?
Sure.
And anybody who's like couldn't get them in now, we'll give them a chance again, like when we write to everybody. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I want to. Oh, anyone wants to go first?
I'm just scrolling up where it started.
Okay, I'll just share mine.
Yeah.
So for me, I realized that I tend to overthink and stress about things that are honestly out of my hands. When I came to India for my summer holidays, I'm still in India. I just want to be with my family. I don't want to go back to live that bachelor's life. I don't want to do that. It's really stressed me out to live without my family. But now I realize that's not in my hand. I have to complete my degree. I have to do well in my career. So I have to do these sacrifices. So the Rasika said that we have to make some resolutions. So I think I will do that. I'll stop overthinking. So my resolution is to slow down a little and not to carry everything so heavily and just be more at peace with where I am. At the same time, I want to keep learning and improving, but without all the pressure. So just taking one step at a time.
So it's nice to, I mean, Madhura well said. I mean, you have shared your resolution, what you're looking for. So it's great to hear from everyone their resolution instead of I am reading it out, because you will only be a better person to let us know what it means to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what I had in my mind. So if I mean, if I write something, only I know what I've written, and I can provide a deeper knowledge on what I have written. So I think it's best if everyone explains what they have written.
Okay.
Can I go next?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My idea of a new change would be celebrate small wins instead of waiting for big results. What I mean is, I don't. What I mean by that is, we should not wait for something huge to happen, like getting a degree or getting a promotion or hitting the gym and losing 20 pounds. Before you feel proud or happy, I mean, instead of that, what we could do is we can appreciate and feel good about the small steps that we are taking along the way. And why is this important? It helps us, it keeps us motivated. You'll feel more positive and confident. You enjoy, and another important thing is, you will enjoy the journey. It's not the destination; it's about the journey. And another important thing, what I feel is, it reduces stress and burnout. So, yeah, that's my resolution. Celebrate small wins instead of waiting for big results.
I guess I could share mine next. So I will travel more and be more active in my community. The reason why I say I will travel more is because I work in the international office, and I feel like I'm not as diverse when it comes to traveling, and seeing different countries. So that's one of my ultimate goals, is just to travel the world, connect with different people, and be able to just open up my horizons. And then my second goal is to be more active in my community. I'm from the Bronx, and a lot of the times there's a lot of stereotypes that comes up with it. especially like recently I gave a presentation about students, high school students that will be graduating, and a lot of them did not know that there's a lot of opportunities for them to study abroad. So I do want to bring that into my community and forcing them and showing them that they can study abroad. There's financial needs, there's scholarships out there, and then your university also helps you a lot with if you want to study abroad. So I do want to dig more into that and probably give out more presentations, do more presentations, and just visiting a lot of the schools that are within my community.
Great. What's your dream destination, your dream travel destination?
So right now it's gonna be Indonesia, just because I heard like such a lot of beautiful things about it. I have a lot of friends that have gone to Indonesia, so that's one of my goals. And then Japan too. So I have a bucket list.
Yeah, Japan is beautiful. Nice.
Dylan, you can.
Oh, yeah, sure. So I just wrote how I started journalizing my whole day. Like people do journalize by writing their whole day right on a page or something in a diary. But I started doing this with my friend Vansh, who is in this meeting right now. So like living in my whole 20 years of journey from the start to till now, I have only lived with my mother, no one else. And I don't have this habit of living with more people and more family. And so when now I am living with these people, it's a little disturbing. Also, then I have been following this diet from very this past month. So again, it's disturbs my hormones or my mood something. So it has been like quite stressful. So I have started doing this journalizing thing with Punch, and it feels good. So I think I should continue.
Yeah. And what are you doing with Funch? With the
Um,
journaling?
journalizing, which means telling him about my whole day and sharing everything. And then again, he does the same with me because till now I did not do this. I never told anyone how my day was and anything. So it's new for me.
Yeah. Others?
Nicole?
Yeah, so I mentioned getting more involved with the conversation groups. So it's something that I'm involved in. I also teach at Baruch College, and we have conversation groups there with international students. And it's just such a wonderful opportunity. Several of you have already talked about how much you got from the conversation groups, right? And they're just such a wonderful opportunity to meet more people, to be in a safe space, to learn about others, to practice your English. So I think they're really important. So up until now, I've been doing other things with the international students, and now this year I'm going to have the opportunity to be more involved in the conversation group. So I'm
Wonderful.
really excited about that because I think they're fantastic and so important.
And I have a close colleague at Baruch who might be interested in connecting with you there too.
Great.
That's wonderful. Okay. Who didn't go? Rochelle, you want to go?
Rochelle, you're on mute.
If she can't find herself again.
Got it. The obvious. Did you want me to read mine or
Sure.
another one? Okay.
Yeah.
My resolution is to continue to build with the differences, I put that in quotes, of our cultures by creating uncomfortable conversations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I misspelled conversations, I guess, just for fun.
Okay.
And the differences really, all of us have differences which make us all the same, really.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then there's actually a brief kind of like saying of the same difference. We'll be talking to someone and they'll say it's the same difference. And that doesn't even make sense. It's an oxymoron, but it's understood, even though it makes no sense. And I was thinking about the understanding that we gain when we're connecting with people not like us, other cultures, traveling. And the more that happens for me, the smaller the world gets.
Yeah.
It feels much more doable. You know, it's when I'm apart from others that it's just too big, it's just too much. But in our creating conversations, we get to learn about each other. We get to learn what's similar and what's not similar. And I love the what's not similar.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. I think
Me too.
there's so much of that it's so rich and connecting, because we find later that there's some kind of understanding that comes from looking at
Yeah.
what's different, so-called different.
Yeah. I love what you're saying. Thank you. I just wrote, we are not divided, we are diverse, what you said. But
I
I
like
love, we get politically manipulated into thinking we're divided or to be performing that because we only have two options, right? You're either this or you're that. But I also love what you're saying about the difficult conversations, the uncomfortable conversations. Do you know, we're good. We're like, we can do that. Let's stay here and do
Yeah.
that, you know. I know we have to end soon. I just want to end with some people didn't get to do. Anya,
Yeah,
please.
I want
I keep looking at
to
you.
tell is uncomfortable, similar to unknown,
Mhm.
and how is it similar to unknown? For you, I mean, this uncomfortableness. Yeah.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Well, I think just even the topic we started with about being in the same boat and how the world is today, to even talk about that transparently is uncomfortable and somewhat anxiety producing because of what's actually going on in the world, in whatever country we're in, and the changes that are coming right now that are just so, you know, huge and impactful on so many people. And it transcends the country's boundaries. People are affected everywhere by the changes that are happening. For example, in the US, the changes in the US are affecting people in other countries who are impacted by what's being put down. And I'm noticing kind of a fear to talk about it out loud, like on anything that could be recorded, because this fear that's coming to me from a lot of what's happening is a new thing for me.
I so hate to come in this conversation, but we are running out of time and I want to make sure people can leave if they want to, right? Anya, I so wanted to hear what you wrote. I do want to tell everybody here that Anya is going to be leading a conversation campaign, bringing her art and politics as a filmmaker and other, possibly next month. We're going to figure that out. So very excited for people to get to know your work. Actually, do you want to put your website or whatever you have in the chat? And so we can, or your email or anything.
Email, yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
Okay. Yeah.
Gwen,
Thank you, everybody.
let me
1 second, Rasika, please say your closing statement.
and then Raquel will
Raquel's
get the
going to take
last
us
word.
out. Raquel gets the last word,
Yeah.
which we want. Okay. You got it? Rasika?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, why don't you read it?
Yeah. So this is when we speak with care and listen with respect, something beautiful began to grow. So this isn't just an end, it's a beginning of deeper listening and sharing and understanding. So I hope to see you in the next meeting as well.
Yeah.
It's isn't just an ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rasika. Let's give a round of applause to Gwen, Madhura, and Rasika for leading us in this beautiful session. Thank you for bringing the first of this International Conversational Cafe to the Freedom Festival. We're so proud to be part of that. And as Rasika says, just the beginning of conversation. So one, the Freedom Festival is organized by volunteers and people who, as Gwen, Madhura, and Rasika did, put time into inviting us into something new, to creating a new moment together. And there are many sessions coming up. I just put tomorrow's, which is Discord and Harmony, looking at the creation of political movement in relation to music. After that, the July 2nd, which is the science conversation with Hakeem Oluwesi. And then also we have an open mic poetry happening on the 4th of July, which we'd love for you to bring your poetry to if you want to participate. I thought those would be particular things. And just keep creating what you're already doing. You have been moving by your participation, your words, and the listening. And thank you for giving it all. Let's go ahead and continue our day exploring freedom and independence with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Raquel, for everything and for being here. And thank you, Pavan, for all your help with everything, making this possible.
Pavan, last link. Thank you.
Bye all.
Bye all.
Be
See
in
that.
touch.
Thank you.
Yeah.